I'm Josh Greiveldinger. For those of you still keeping track, it is Friday, April 10th. For the rest of you, it's Groundhog Day again. Just how close are we to the apocalypse? Well, I started taking an improv class online, and let me tell you, zip zap zop is way harder through a webcam. Have you noticed how when celebrities release videos from their quarantines, they're always filming in the saddest room of their house to not make us poor people feel bad? Seth Meyers is filming from his attic. Madonna won't leave her bathtub. Jimmy Fallon is the only one being honest. He's making us all jealous of that indoor slide. But here at The Lockdown, we film from the largest room in the house. So to all of our viewers, but especially those quarantining in less than 500 square feet, welcome to The Lockdown. A lot happened this week. Many people celebrated the Jewish holiday of Passover. Traditionally, a Seder meal consists of eating less than delicious food and drinking lots of wine while pretending that a plague rages outside, which I guess makes this day 29 of my personal Seder, L'chaim. Acting Navy Secretary Thomas Modly resigned on Tuesday. Here's what happened. Sailors aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt in Guam started to fall ill with coronavirus. The ship's commander, Captain Crozier, went through the proper channels to request assistance, and when he didn't receive it, he sent letters to anyone he thought could help. One of those letters was leaked to the press, and Captain Crozier was then relieved of his command. Acting Secretary Modly then flew to Guam, where he called the former commander of the ship stupid in front of all the sailors. Audio of that speech leaked to the press, and so many people called for his removal. So many that Modly was forced to resign. Luckily, his loose lips didn't sink that ship, but they did sink his career. Who's stupid now, Modly? Sailors on board have said that the Navy has never felt more like a pleasure cruise. Tropical destinations, tight living quarters, and being stuck on a boat rife with infectious disease. It's just like Princess Cruise Lines. Primary elections in the great state of Wisconsin were not very good on Tuesday. While other states have postponed their primaries or extended mail-in voting deadlines, Wisconsin did not. In Milwaukee, a shortage of poll workers caused the closure of 97% of polling places. This created long lines and crowded conditions where coronavirus could ferment, like provolone in a cheese cellar. Thousands of patriotic voters had to literally risk their health and lives to participate in democracy, as is common in all third world republics. Now, the power to postpone the election is legally vested in the state's legislature. Governor Tony Evers and mayors across the state begged them to postpone it. When they didn't, Governor Evers issued a Hail Mary executive order that was shredded by the courts. So why did the GOP-controlled legislature insist on doing nothing to protect voters' health? Was it because they hoped turnout in urban areas would be curtailed? What cheddar the reason? I think it was the actions of a monster. Unemployment in the U.S. has reached 16 million, and it's overwhelming the computer systems that states built to process those claims. Compounding the issue is that very few programmers are well versed in COBOL, the 40-year-old programming language that's used in these systems. So if you're a laid-off programmer, brushing up on the coding equivalent of Latin might be a quicker way to make your money than waiting for your unemployment check. Bruce Willis shaved his daughter's head in quarantine this week. Could this be the first step to the Die Hard G.I. Jane sequel crossover? I don't know. But I know I'm not the only one who wants that to happen. Google is banning its employees from using Zoom for cybersecurity reasons. While it is true that Zoom is not an incredibly secure platform, we all know that Google is just jealous because no one's having their happy hours on Google Meet. Easter Sunday is this weekend, and New Zealand announced that everyone's favorite pagan mascot, the Easter Bunny, is considered an essential worker. Luckily, he's also old enough to get to the grocery store during senior hours before all the eggs are gone. At my grocery store, not only do we have senior hours in the morning, but now senior citizens are allowed to jump the line to get in at any time during the day. And I mean, I get it, but I don't like it. so I guess it's time for me to get a new fake ID. I officially heard from my student loan lender that I don't need to make any payments until September. Joke's on them. I'm not going to be able to afford that in September either. I mean, come on. I got a theater degree. Who do they think I am? And good news to warm the soul to close us out. American heroes Emily Phillips and Holly Haggard have started a Facebook group called RVs for MDs to fight coronavirus. People around the nation are lending their RVs to medical professionals who need a place to quarantine away from their families when they're done working. If you have an RV that you're not using, please sign up for that group and help save lives. And if you're a doctor who went to medical school instead of living that #van life, now's your chance to do both. That's our show. Have a good weekend, wash your hands, conserve your toilet paper, and for the love of America, please stay home.